Unbiased Trader, and today we're going to be going over my August review. This month was pretty crazy, to be honest. I've seen some other people have really good results as well this month because it kind of was a fader month. And overall, I did amazingly this month. I'm still on smaller size, so it's nothing crazy, but I think I will be stepping up my size next month as we come into more the winter period and I have more free time. But yeah, let's get into this. So first, there's just the calendar. If you don't use TraderSync, they released some great new features recently. There's like market replay and some other ones, so definitely check out TraderSync. Sorry about that. They do really have really good features, and they also show you this calendar view and everything. And I think it's decently well priced, so make sure to check them out. But yeah, here you can see. So overall, I was pretty green this month. I had a lot of green days, only really one red day. I didn't have a really too many losing trades either. I think most of the time I managed them pretty well. It was more that the trades that did work really worked this month. I had a couple like 1 hour days and stuff, but I've never really had 4 hour days, and not multiple of them in a month for ages. Like I do account a lot of the success this month to being on small size, so I'm able to manage better. I'm able to really just stick to the plan and not change it really and stick to my data points. So that has really helped, and I definitely, I won't expect the next month to be as good if I am sizing up because I don't think I'll have as much, as much patience, as much cool-headedness, not to be emotional, but that is the plan, but we will see how it turns out. But yeah, this month was pretty incredible. Now for just some basic stats, we can see I had a 71% win rate, so this is pretty good for me. Normally I average around 62, 64, so 71 was pretty good this month, definitely a nice increase. Really, you can just see biggest profit 36%, that is flipping ridiculous. Profit to loss ratio 3.5 is just insane for my kind of system. Normally I'm looking around 2, maybe even like 1.7 for profit to loss ratio, and normally that was still good. I would only really be messing up because of my emotions or oversizing or something like that. But yeah, no, this month was incredible. The average hold time kind of stayed the same. I've been trying to hold my winners for at least an hour to 12 p.m. or until close, pretty much. And then average losers hold times, I try and cut it quite quickly if they are holding up too well. And we can see I took 28 trades, 8 of them were losers, 20 of winners, so that's just flipping ridiculous. But yeah, just some key stats here. Now, this is always interesting in TraderSync. You can mark your mistakes. So we can see my mistakes this month. One, this may look bad to you, but for me, this actually isn't too bad. Normally, there's a lot more here. Normally, I am sometimes into the 12s, the 15s with the amount of mistakes because I do believe most trades will have at least one mistake on them. There are times maybe you won't make one mistake, but most trades will have a mistake, at least for me at my current stage. So most of it was bad execution. There was a lot of it where I had like a late entry or it wasn't like the entry I was planning to get because I missed it. Mainly that's just because I haven't been as focused on trading for the summer because I've had other stuff, coding projects and etc. But yeah, this has definitely been kind of the one thing I need to work on. I haven't had any classical emotional mistakes. These are just my key uh, emotional mistakes, such as like oversizing or revenge trading. Haven't really had any of those this month, just because I've been on lower size. Early entry, still up there. Normally it's way higher, but actually it's been interesting to see I've had some late entries as well. Kind of continued trend of when I don't pay as much attention, I am sometimes late, but it also kind of comes full circle and it means that I am normally more like on the confirmation side. Only sometimes it doesn't work in my favor if I am extremely late or I'll miss a big chunk and my R will be affected. But normally I would take the higher win percentage over a bit more R. But that really depends. It's very situational, but this, obviously neither one is perfect. You just want to be entering at the perfect position. That's the goal anyway. But I kind of see like late entries could be better for me compared to early entries. So if I'm trying to fix one mistake, it probably just would be fixing early entries and then slowly fixing late entries as I come to it. Um, yeah, no other really big mistakes here. Forced trade, I did have a couple, I'm pretty sure. Some of them were slightly forced on entries. And that's kind of why I put a forced trade where it was a trade I was planning to take, but because I messed up on the entry or something, it was forced. And yeah, it was pretty much it. It was a great month for not too many mistakes. And I just wanted to go over one trade because I realized I haven't gone over a trade in ages. So these are just the Trader Sync charts. I've been showing these on my Twitter. You can follow me in the description. I use Trader Sync's chart because I want to more promote Trader Sync rather than Trade Zero. That is the broker I use. But just Trade Zero really, at the current moment, I'm not happy with it personally. Um, but yeah, let's just get into this. So this is the AMC trade. So this isn't a classic small cap trade for me. This was really an extension move that I saw, and I was originally thinking that it could be a bounce play. We could be, we're going into this key support areas of like tens and nines. Like if it breaks below this, then that's really important. But it started off the day extremely weak, and then it pretty much just consolidated around VWAP. And on smaller caps, you would normally see this as potentially a trap. Potentially, it would, pop above VWAP, maybe get one more pop and then fail, or it would squeeze. For larger caps like AMC, I was pretty confident this would probably more likely head lower. And really, the thing that made this trade one of the biggest trades of the month was just I could have very tight risk. So I got in about 1040 something, and then my risk was pretty much 1055, just above the previous candle really, because I wanted to see this continued follow through, as I know on larger caps it's more likely to trend. So it's either going to trend or chop, and I was like, okay, if it's going to chop around VWAP and not just fail through, then I'm just going to get out and fine, it's -1 hour. Normally I have a lot wider stops, but on this trade I definitely could identify that I could put quite a small stop on this. So yeah, it was pretty much about 15 cent stop, and I got it all the way down to 960. So it was pretty incredible. I think after everything it was about like 4.5 hour or something, because I did have a a terrible ad here. This ad was pretty shit. But I recognized that it was just kind of consolidating around here, and I was like, okay, I'll just add what I took away back. And then I took some off again after that moved down, and then took off most of it around here. Definitely not perfect execution. As you can see, some of the bad execution thing ties into this, but it was still a great trade, and I was very happy with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my August review. My next video will be trading projects that you can like work on or try and start, which I would recommend. So hopefully people find that interesting. And yeah, thank you very much for watching.